Are you feeling the pinch every time you hit the checkout? Well, you're not alone. With inflation rates soaring, your hard earned cash isn't stretching as far as it used to. But don't panic. I'm about to show you how to beat inflation at its own game and keep your financial dreams alive. Today, we're diving into a topic that's hotter than a fresh off the press dollar bill: inflation. It's the silent budget killer that's got everyone talking, and for good reason. But fear not, I've got the inside scoop on how you can protect your wealth and thrive in these challenging times. That's right, today I'll take you to how to overcome inflation individually. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and that little notification bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our video updates. Plus, it helps us spread the Thrive Wise love to help more people thrive wisely. Now, let's begin. Let's face it, inflation is like that uninvited guest who crashes your financial party and eats all the snacks. It's the reason why your grocery bill keeps climbing, even though you're buying the same old stuff. It's why that dream vacation suddenly feels so out of reach, and why your savings account seems to be on a treadmill, running fast but going nowhere. But here's the kicker: inflation doesn't just affect your day-to-day expenses. Oh no, it's playing the long game. It's eroding your purchasing power faster than you can say compound interest. That nest egg you've been carefully nurturing, inflation's got its eyes on that too. And let's not forget about wages. While prices are doing the cha-cha slide up, up and away, salaries are often stuck doing the standing still dance. It's like trying to climb up a down escalator. It's exhausting and frustrating. But before you throw in the towel and resign yourself to a future of pinching pennies, I want you to take a deep breath, because here's the truth bomb I'm about to drop. You have more power than you think. That's right, you can fight back against inflation and come out on top. And I'm about to show you how. So let's roll up our sleeves and dive into the strategies that will help you not just survive, but thrive in these inflationary times. We're talking about real, actionable steps that you can start implementing today. So grab a notepad because class is in session. First up, let's talk about the most important investment you can make: yourself. In a world where inflation is eating away at your purchasing power faster than a hungry teenager at an all-you-can-eat buffet, your skills and knowledge are your secret weapons. They can't be inflated away. It's like having a financial superpower that grows stronger the more you use it. Consider upskilling or reskilling to boost your earning potential. Take that online course, attend that workshop, or pursue that certification you've been eyeing. It's like giving your career a turbo boost. Not only does this make you more valuable in the job market, but it also opens up opportunities for side hustles or freelance gigs. Remember, the goal here is to increase your income faster than inflation can erode it. So think big. Could you pivot to a higher paying industry? Could you start a business? The sky's the limit when you invest in your own growth. And here's a pro tip: look for skills that are high in demand but short on supply. These are often the most inflation-proof and can lead to significant income boosts. It's like finding a golden ticket in a world of chocolate bars. It's rare, valuable, and potentially life-changing. Now, let's talk about keeping more of what you earn. It's time to become a budget ninja. Start by tracking every single expense. And I mean every single one. That latte you grabbed on the way to work, you need to track that. The subscription you forgot you had, track it too. It's like being a detective in your own financial mystery novel. Every clue counts. Use apps or good old-fashioned spreadsheets to categorize your spending. This will give you a crystal clear picture of where your money is going and where inflation is hitting you hardest. It's like having a financial X-ray machine, showing you the hidden fractures in your budget. Once you've got your spending map, it's time to optimize. Look for areas where you can cut back without sacrificing quality of life. Maybe it's switching to a cheaper phone plan, or meal prepping to reduce food costs. But here's the kicker: don't just cut expenses blindly. Instead, reallocate that money to areas that build long-term wealth. It's like pruning a tree. You cut away the dead branches to help the healthy ones grow stronger. Now, this is where things get exciting. To beat inflation, you need to make your money work harder than a caffeinated squirrel on a wheel. And that means investing strategically. First up, consider real assets. Things like real estate, commodities, or even certain cryptocurrencies. These can be excellent hedges against inflation. They tend to appreciate in value as the cost of living rises. It's like having a financial life raft in a sea of rising prices. Next, look into stocks of companies with strong pricing power. These are businesses that can easily pass increased costs onto consumers without losing market share. Think luxury brands or essential services. It's like owning a piece of a financial fortress. It's strong, it's sturdy, and it's gonna be able to withstand the storm of inflation. And don't forget about Treasury Inflation Protective Securities, or TIPS. These government bonds are designed to keep pace with inflation, making them a safe harbor for your money. It's like having a financial chameleon that changes its value to match the inflationary environment. But wait, there's more. Let's talk about the power of multiple income streams. In today's gig economy, there are more opportunities than ever to diversify your income. It's like being a financial octopus, with tentacles reaching into various money pots. Maybe you could start a YouTube channel sharing your expertise, or rent out that spare room on Airbnb. Every little bit helps in the fight against inflation. Now, here's a strategy that might surprise you. Consider becoming a lender. Peer-to-peer lending platforms allow you to loan money directly to individuals or small businesses, often at rates that outpace inflation. It's like being a mini bank, but without the stuffy suits and bad coffee. And let's not forget about the power of negotiation. When was the last time you asked for a raise? If it's been a while, now might be the perfect time. Come armed with data about your contributions and the rising cost of living. It's like being a lawyer in the court of your own career. Present your case strongly and confidently. And here's a fun fact to keep you motivated. Historically, periods of high inflation have often been followed by economic booms. It's like the financial world's version of what goes up must come down. Except in this case, it's what goes up in price must eventually lead to growth. Remember, beating inflation is a marathon, not a sprint. It requires patience, strategy, and a bit of financial savvy. But with these tools in your arsenal, you're well equipped to not just weather the storm, but to dance in the rain. And since you made it this far, here's the golden nugget, the crown jewel of inflation fighting strategies that could be a game changer for your financial future. Are you ready? It's time to become an inflation surfer. Think of inflation as a massive wave. Most people try to swim against it, exhausting themselves and getting nowhere. But you're going to ride that wave like a pro surfer. Here's how. Start thinking of terms of real returns, not just nominal ones. Every financial decision you make should be viewed through the lens of, is this beating inflation? If your savings account is giving you a 2% interest while inflation is at 4%, you're losing money in real terms. You're swimming against the current. Instead, look for investments and strategies that have historically outpaced inflation. Index funds that track the overall stock market have, on average, beaten inflation over the long term. Real estate in growing areas can appreciate faster than inflation, and businesses with pricing power can increase their profits in line with or above inflation rates. But here's the kicker. Combine this inflation surfing mindset with the skills you've been developing. Remember when we talked about investing in yourself? This is where it pays off big time. Use your new skills to start a side hustle or business that has the potential to grow faster than inflation. It's like building your own personal inflation-beating machine. And let's not forget about debt. In inflationary times, fixed-rate debt becomes cheaper in real terms over time. If you can lock in low fixed-rate loans for assets that appreciate, like a house for example, you're essentially letting inflation work for you instead of against you. This inflation surfing strategy isn't just about surviving. It's about thriving. It turns a challenging economic environment into an opportunity for growth. It's the difference between treading water and riding the wave all the way to financial freedom beach. So, there you have it. We've covered a lot of ground, from investing in yourself and strategic budgeting to smart investing and becoming an inflation surfer. All you need to remember is that inflation doesn't have to be your financial nemesis. With these tools, you can turn the tables and make inflation work for you. And well, that's basically how to overcome inflation individually. And thank you guys so much for watching today's video. And hey, it seems that YouTube thinks that the next video can completely transform your financial situation. Watch it to find out whether they're correct. And please don't forget to click the subscribe button to see more videos on how to thrive wisely. Till next time.